Hey guys, I thought I'd take a quick video to show you my 2003 Dodge Ram 2500 two-wheel drive uh, with the 5.7 liter Hemi and a manual transmission, 5-speed. Dodge has a known problem with the valve springs breaking on these trucks. There's no pattern of when they happen or why. My suspect is that they rust and then they break, but I don't know. But I thought I'd do a quick video to kind of show you. This particular valve spring is broken. The number 3 exhaust, which is right there, and you can see that it looks like it breaks from coil binding, but I don't know exactly why. To do this job, though, I mean, it's obviously it's kind of tight in there, so you're almost forced to use this crane cam compression tool that you can buy from Summit. I paid like $160 for it, or even more than that. I already changed this spring here. This one's already done, but I haven't yet to do this one yet. The way I'm holding the valves is using about 40 psi of air into the cylinder. This is the compression tester hose, and I removed the valve core and put it in one of the spark plug holes. I thought this job was going to be a lot harder than it is, and it's, you know, I'm obviously not done. I've just done one right now, but just wanted to take a moment to kind of show you guys what it looks like. And it's kind of tight. You really can't get a valve spring compressor back there like the normal ones. So probably the hardest part about this is footing the bill for this tool, but it is a good tool. It's the right tool for the job, specifically for the Hemi. We'll come over here and I'll kind of show you. Here's the old spring. Kind of feels rusty. I cleaned it off and it just looks like it's got rust on it. I'm not sure why that happens. Did not need to pull the coil packs. This is the left bank valve cover, but I did need to pull it off. The coil packs, of course, I don't really think it's a bad idea to do that, but that's the right cover there. It's really not that hard of a job, to be honest with you. I picked up these Trick-Flow Specialties springs. I thought I'd show you the difference in high performance springs versus OEM, and I hope I'm not going to pay for it, but you can see the Trick-Flows are a little bit taller and they look a little beefier. They are both beehive design. These TFS springs have some really good reviews. Since mine is OEM and I'm not planning to do anything performance wise, I think they'll be fine. See if I can show you the measurements here. The stock ones measure right at about 2 1/4. Tall, relaxed. And these Trick-Flow Specialists measure right around 2 3/8. uncompressed. Everything else is about the same. The bottom fans out a little bit wider, but it seems to fit down there in the on the head real nicely. They're definitely wider by like about 30,000ths of an inch. They look really nice. I think they'll work just fine. By the way, the codes, what was happening is I was driving along coming back from Greenville, South Carolina to Atlanta, and about over Lake Hartwell it started missing. And I saw the shifter shaking that I had never seen before. I've driven this truck a lot of miles since new, and decided something wasn't right. So I turned the radio down and kind of monitored for it, monitored it a little bit, and went on down the road further and decided to hook up my Lumar Bluetooth dongle into the diagnostic port, the OBD2 diagnostic port, and the first time I pulled one code, it was P0300. Driving along, and it seemed like it was missing a lot more when I was loading the engine down. And so I continued to monitor it, was thinking about pulling over, but I remembered, I've read enough about these valve springs to know, and I pretty much gathered that that's what was happened. There was really no reason. This truck's had everything it's always needed on time, with the exception of the valve springs. I knew I was living on borrowed time, but fortunately this particular case, as you can see, the valve did not drop. And I bore scoped the piston, and obviously it's fine because the valve did not drop. But had the keepers come out of this spring, the valve surely could have dropped down into the cylinder, and then on the way back up, the piston would have crunched it and munched it, and that would have been the end of this 286,000 mile Hemi. But I want to get another year out of this, and I've got roughly $300 into getting this thing back on the road, so I said, well, this is a no-brainer. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Thanks for watching.